Hello guys, today we will discuss about loops. What are loops and why we use them, and what are the types of loops that are used in C language. First of all, what is loop? For example, you have to print hello world 100 times. Some of you may write hello world 100 times, printf hello world, printf hello world, printf hello world 100 times, but this is a task which will take too much time. But there is another way to do this easily, that is called looping. Is a fundamental programming concept that allows you to execute a set of instructions repeatedly as long as a specific condition is true. There are mainly three types of looping statement. One is for loop, second one is while loop, and the third one is do while loop. Especially today we learn about for loop only. First of all, the syntax of for loop is for initialization statement, after that a semicolon, then the test expression, or condition, then a semicolon, after that a update statement, that may be an increment or that may be a decrement operator. Then there a curly bracket, within it you may write the statement or the code which you want to repeat. This is the syntax of for loop. How for loop works: the initialization statement is executed only once. Then the test expression is evaluated. If the text expression is evaluated to false, the for loop is terminated. However, if the test expression is evaluated to true, statement inside the body of the for loop are executed and the update expression is updated. Again, the test expression is evaluated, then update, then test expression evaluate, then it will be update. Process goes on until the test expression is false. When the test expression is false, the loop terminates. Example 1. Write a program to print numbers from 1 to 10. First we will write int main, then declare variable which you want to iterate in the loop. Here I am using I as the variable which will operate throughout the for loop, and in the initialization statement I am initializing it with the number 1. The test expression will be I less than 11 or less than equal to 10. Then the updation statement will be an increment one, so I will write I++. Then the curly bracket starts. Here I want to print the I because I is updating each iteration, so I want to print the value of I as output. So I am writing print f %d /n I. Here the output will be, in the first iteration, I equal to 1. For I equal to 1, it will print 1. For it will print 1. After that it will increment, so I will be 2. Then it will go to the, and then it will evaluate, is 2 less than 10? Yes, true. Then it will go to the curly bracket or parenthesis, so it will print I. That's the value of I is now 2, so it will print 2. Now the value of I is update, so it will update it to 3. After that the value of I will be evaluate, is this less than 10? Yes, this is less than 10, so it will print 3, and so on till I equal to 10. It will check, is I less than or equal to 10? Yes, true. Then it will print 10. After this it will update I to 10 plus 1 11. After that it will check whether it is less than 10 or not. No, it is not less than 10, so it will not print more. The loop will be terminated at 10. So the output will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Let's do it on the online C compiler. let the user to give the value of n as a natural number till which he want to add. So use scanf statement to take input. Then use for statement for I starting from 1 and the condition will be n iterate till n, and the increment will be, there will be increment operator. After that, add each number to sum, means you have to add each iterated number. So the code will be sum equal to sum plus I. After that, the sum print the value of sum as output. Let's do it by code editor. Write a program to print the sum of all odd number between 1 to 20. We know the odd numbers lies between this range are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 13, then 50, 11 here, then 13, 15, 17 and 19. We have to print the sum of these numbers. So now I am writing the code for this program. In the main function, declare a variable and the sum variable initializing with 0. Now I iterate a loop with starting value 1 and it will terminate at 20 because the end value is 20 and increment will be done and there will be an increment statement. Here he is saying that the odd numbers, for odd numbers we know that the number modulus 2 will give us 1. So there will be an if condition. If the I modulus 2 is equal to 1, then only this case the sum will be updated to sum plus I. After that I have to print the sum value of sum as output. Here let's dry run it. For I equal to 1 modulus 2 is equal to 1. It is true, so it will came into here. The sum value of sum will be, it is the output section. I am writing dry run. The value of sum will be, first of all sum was 0, it will update it to 0 plus I. Here the value of I is 1, so it will update it to 1. In the next operation, next iteration, the increment will be done, so the value of I will be 2. Here it will check whether the 2 is less than 20 or not. Yes, the value of I, that is 2, is less than 20, so it will go into the loop. In the loop it will check in the if condition 2 modulus 2. Is 2 modulus 2 is equal to 1? No, 2 modulus 2 gives us the remainder 0, so it is false, so it will not enter to this condition. So the task is done. Now the incrementation will be done. So now the value of I is 3, so it will check here and it will give 3. So in the if condition 3 modulus 2 will give 1, so the value of sum will be updated to sum plus I. The previous value of sum was 1 and the current value of I is 3, so the value of sum will be 4. 3 plus 1 will be 4. In the next iteration the value of I is 4, so 4 modulus 2 gives us 0, which is not the required condition for this statement. The next increment, that is in the next increment the value of I will be 5 and the 5 modulus 2 gives us 1, so the value of sum will be updated to sum plus I. The previous value of sum is 4, the 4 plus I will be in current value of I is 5, so 5 4 plus 5 is 9, so the value will be updated to 9. Here it will be updated to each iteration. After the last iteration, it will give us the value of sum as the result. So let's do it on the code editor. I am first telling us about this type of program. Here usually you have to use two for statement, one inside another, in which the first one is used for the row and the second one is used for the columns. I'm saying that there will be for statement, 3 semicolons. Inside this there will be another for statement, and here will be your code. After that there will be printf/n. Okay, the first one is used for rows, the second one is used for column. I will do an example, you will be clear about this. So let's do a example. Let's print this type of structure. In this structure you are seeing that there are 3 row and 1 2 3 4 5 columns. So we have to write a code in which there will be 3 row and 5 column. Okay, so write its code. First of all, declare two variable, one for row like this, row int row or int column. You may write int I, int j. For the convenience I am using int row and int column. Then write first for statement, for row equal to first row, starting from first row we have to go till third row less than equal to 3, and we have to increment it by plus 1 row plus 1 row plus plus. So after this there will be another for statement that will be execute for column. So keep it by column equal to 1. Also it will go to 5 column. So column value will be less than equal to 5 column plus plus. And print each element star. Gives some space here and because it will look good after the execution. After the first element of each row of the first element in each column, then go to the next line. For the next line use printf /n, then end this parenthesis. After that return 0. It will print this structure. So let's do it on the code editor. I will write this code only and it will give the output. Let's try run this code. In the first iteration for row 1, it will go to the inner iteration, the column number 1, the row number here, the row number 1 and the column number all with the first element. So in the place of first element print the star, so it will print star here. Then for row number 1, till when this inner loop will not be terminated, it will get execute repeatedly. So in the first iteration of inner loop, it will increment to column 1 to column 2. So it will check at is column 2 is less than 5. Yes, it will give 2. So it will print after this. So over, it will print the next element. So after the execution of first element, the second element, it will go to the next operation. After the incrementation, the column value will be 3. So it will check here 3 is less than equal to 5. So it is true. So it will print star in the place of third element. Next for 4 element, next for 5 element. It will terminate when the value of column will be 6, because the 6 is not less than or equal to 5. So it will give us false. For the value of false, the inner loop will terminate. So after this termination, the compiler will read printf/n, which means go to the next line. It means the row 1 is now complete, so it will come to the row number 2, because here the incrementation will be done. So row number 2 will come. Is 2 less than equal to 3? Yes, true. So here it will now go to the inner loop. As before, as we have done this whole operation for row number 1, so it will do in the same way for row number 2. It will print like this for each value of column. After this, it will go to the next line. Now the value of row will be 3. Is 3 less than equal to 3? True. 3 is equal to 3. So it will do the same task for row number 3. In the each element of the column will be updated as star. So it will print the structure of this box having 3 rows and 5 columns. The next question, write a program to print this pattern. So for this type of pattern, here you may see that there is in the row number 1, in row 1 there will be 1 column, in row number 2 there will be 2 columns, in row number 3 there will be 3 columns, in row number 4 there will be 4 columns, in row number 5 there is 5 columns. So what is the logic behind this? In row number 1 there is one element, so it has no problem. In the next row there is 2 element, it is starting from 1 to going to 2, means it is printing 2 element. In the next row, that is row number 3, it is printing 3 element. That means the inner loop will be same as I. Let me write the code first. The outer loop will be starts from 1 and it will terminate to the number of row. Here the number of row is 5. So now I plus plus. In the inner loop, the variable will be start from 1, but it will end at I and j plus plus. Now print star in each element. After this, go to next line. For this, write printf/n. After the execution of this code, the result will be this. This pattern will be printed. How it is printing like this? Let for I equal to 1. Now it will come to the inner loop. In the inner loop, the value of j equal to 1. First, the value of j equal to 1. So it will print 1 in the first element. Now it will update the value of j. The value of j will update to 2. Here the value of I equal to 1, and now the value of j equal to 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 1? No. So it will came out from the loop. Now the compiler will go to the next line, so it came to this line. Now the value of I will be updated to 2. Then the conditional statement will be checked, is 2 less than or equal to 5? Yes, true. So for I equal to 2, it will go to the inner loop. For I equal to 2, the value of j is initially 1, so it will print 1 star. For the after the incrementation of the variable j, the value of j will be 2. Is 2 less than I? Now the value of I is 2. Yes, the condition is satisfying, so it will print star. Again 1 star. Then the incrementation will be done. Now the value of the j will be 3. It will check whether the value of j will be less than or equal to I or not. No, 3 is not less than or equal to 2, so it will terminate. Now the compiler will go to the next line. Now the value of I will be updated to 3. It will check here, is 3 less than or equal to 5? True. So it will go to the inner loop for I equal to 3. Initially the value of j is 1. So for 1, the condition is satisfying, so it will print 1 star. After this, the value of j will be updated to 2. It will check here, is 2 less than equal to I? Now the value of I is 3. Is 2 less than or equal to 3? Yes, true. So it will print 1 star. After this, the value of j will be updated to 3. Is 3 less than equal to 3? Yes, true. So it will print another star. Now the value of j will be updated to 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 3? No. The loop will be terminated, so it will go to the next line after this statement. Now the value of I will be updated to 4. For this value of I, it will check here, is 4 less than or equal to 5? True. So it will go to the inner loop. For I equal to 4, the initial value of j is 1. For j equal to 1, it will check the condition is 1. Now the value of I is 4 and the initial value of j is equal to 1. So 1 is less than or equal to 4? True. So it will print the 1 star. After this, the value of j will be 2. It will check here and it will print another star. Next, the value of j will be updated to 3. So it will check whether the value of j is less than or equal to 4 or not. Yes, the value of j, which is 2, which is 3, is less than 4, so it will print another star. After that, it will print another star. When the value of j will become 5, it will terminate because 5 is not less than or equal to 4, so it will terminate here. After that, it will go to the next line. Now the value of I become to 5. Here it will check for j equal to 1. Yes, for j equal to 1, the inner condition is satisfying, so it will print star, then another star, then another star for each value of j. when the value of j is exceed 5, that is 6, the inner loop will be terminated. So for that it will go to the next line. Now the value of I become to 6. It will check the first condition, is 6 less than or equal to 5, false, so it will not go further. That means the outer loop will be terminated. So the final output will be this pattern. If you like this video, then drop a like and make sure to subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon.